have been a very popular orchid since the Victorian era. First Lycaste discovered was Lycaste ciliata in 1798. So in terms of the different groups of orchids, Lycaste were one of the earlier groups that was identified and cultivated. Lycaste skinneri, which hails from Guatemala, was discovered in 1843 and is still to this day the most popular species. When I wrote this 2 years ago or 3 years ago, there were 35 species in 5 sections, and for our purposes, they're either evergreen or deciduous. And if you keep those two different cultural groups in mind, you can grow most of them. Today, Lycaste breeding in many ways is in a state that parallels where Cattleya breeding was in the 1970s. In the 1970s, in the Cattleyas, you had a lot of breeding, essentially line breeding with only 2 or 3 species, Cattleya triani, Cattleya mossiae, and Cattleya labiata. And those species were being mixed and remixed and line bred and back-crossed and bred on, largely with the goal of creating the ultimate corsage orchid. In many ways, the state of Lycaste breeding is in a very similar position. Most of the hybrids today are based largely on skinneri, and sometimes there are as many as 15, 16, even 18 generations from Lycaste skinneri. But as you look at the lineages, it's repeated back crosses to either skinneri or to hybrids that are predominantly skinneri. Lycaste went into somewhat of a dormancy between World War II and I'd say the last 15, 20 years. They're picking up in popularity again, and people are really beginning to rediscover them.